Hello and welcome back, my stylish friends. Today we will be learning how to make design number 14. Again, we're using only two colors in this design, and does not matter which color you start this design because it's reversible. I will choose white color yarn as my start point, and I will make first two clusters in this color. So in row number 1, we're changing yarn color right away after the first two clusters are made. If you need detailed instruction how we are making a regular granny square design with one color yarn, please visit this video. Alright, so we are on the cluster number 2. And before I finish my third double crochet stitch, I will change yarn color. I am not using slip knot here, I'm just attaching yarn to the project directly, and once I will hide the ends, the yarn will be secure. Okay, so we're making now two clusters in different color yarn. And once we make those clusters, make sure you change yarn color for the last chain 2 and bring the yarn to the original cluster and make a slip knot. And we are done with round number 1. To start round or row number 2, you will start with the same color yarn that you originally started. You elongated the same color pattern up, but you need to change yarn color because you want to create lines that are diagonal, and those lines should alternate the color. So I'm making two clusters in the corner. Once I finish the corner, I will switch yarn color again to make white cluster, which bring my design lower in my square. Once I complete my one cluster, I need to elongate the line of the gray color yarn. So I need to complete one cluster using gray color yarn, and then right away I need to change to white again to alternate my design. So the pattern is simple because you have your guide. Each row will show you guide how to use your color change. But if you have any questions or you ran into any problems with this project, please leave your questions in the comments and I will answer every single one of them. Okay, so as you see, we need one more gray cluster here. And once I finish this cluster, I will change yarn color to make chain 2 and bring the white color yarn to my next row. And this is 2 rows, and we have alternating lines between sides of the square. So again, we always start with the yarn we start the project, and we will make one cluster. And then we have to change yarn color right away. And just a reminder, when you work in 2 or more color yarn, make sure your yarn tension is a little bit looser than normally. Okay, we're making one gray cluster. We elongating this line up. And as you see, we need to change yarn color because we want alternated lines. And again, we are in the corner. So on this corner, I need to make 2 clusters. And once I finish this corner, I need to change yarn color again to move the line in the other direction. So let's stop for a moment here. As you see, opposite corners will either have 2 cluster in the same color or 2 cluster in different color yarn. This is indication that you are making this project correctly. And I believe this project is very simple because of the guide that you receive by looking the color. You kind of know, you don't need to memorize the pattern. You just see when to place and what color yarn cluster in each row. And you can make as many row or rounds as you wish. I'm just making 4 for the 2024 blanket project. And I want to say thank you for joining me today and crocheting with me as well. I appreciate every single one of you for sharing, liking, making comments, and just watching my video and learning with me. I started knitting and crocheting 50 years ago, and it's hard to believe, but time flies when you're having fun. So let's speed up this process. We have one more row to go. And I call it row because I'm changing for a moment the direction how I work this square. If I will be not changing the direction of my work, I will be working in rounds. If you are new to 2024 project, welcome. And I hope you will enjoy every single granny square design you will learn with us. And this is design number 14. So if you want to go back, there are videos in my Granny Square playlist. You can watch all of them. We are learning one design every 2 weeks, and we have 24 different 2-color designs for this year, and we will connect them into a blanket. If you're not sure how to connect your granny squares or you need some ideas about connections, there are many videos on my channels that might help you with that as well. I'm also including in this video charts for sizes of different blankets that might help you decide what size you would like to use, as well how much yarn do you need depending on the yarn weight. Okay, I believe you are familiar with this pattern, so I can speed up even further and you can work this last round independently. And I will see you at the end to check how the design will look like. Don't forget, when you're finishing your round or row, make sure you change yarn color and make the last 2 chains in the original color yarn that you started this round or row. Once you complete your round or row, cut the yarn, and again I need 2 chains and slip stitch. Cut the yarn again, and let's hide all the ends and see how our design look like. So this is our final product, and I hope you learn something new and you have fun creating this. As you see, we have nice lines and you can arrange them any way you wish in your blanket. You can have continuation of your color yarn, or you can move the square around and make a different design. Will be kind of like square shape or diamond shape. So once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for crocheting with me. I hope I see you in the next project, and have a wonderful day. Happy crocheting. See you next time.